everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks again for joining us on another live. Before we do want to be sure that you first check out our it's Sin and Lucy from Sisters Talk TV. I am Lucy, and we have Sin
Hey
here.
guys, what's
Hey,
up, guys?
hey, Sin.
Hey Lucy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's a Tuesday. I'm doing good. We got a lot on the table today. We're gonna be talking about all about the tea, all about the tea. So we have quite a lot to talk about.
Yes. So as you all know, we have. I mean, this. As we all know, we just following up with some of the videos and commentaries, and we're just like all you all. We're all watching as well, and also providing our commentary. And we're not here to again bash or be malicious of anything. Our comments are always coming from love, and we do send all about the tea, love, and light, and we do hopefully they can amend things some way somehow. So we're all it's all love over here. But we do just want to kind of update you on some of the stuff that about some of the stuff that we've seen or that is going on right now all about tea, because you guys are our supporters, our subscribers. So we want to keep you guys updated, and this is just a great way for us to all to interact and just keep it engaged. So really appreciate that. And also make sure you guys check us out on our Instagram and Twitter at Sisters Talk TV. That is also where we keep all of our updates. And also to support us, please do check out our Cash App at Sisters Talk. Cash App Sisters Talk TV. All right. Thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate your love and support. All right. So, like Sin said, we have a lot to talk about today, but hopefully we can do that within a short amount of time. But either way, we're gonna jump right into it. So, just as you all know, just yesterday, Bishop came back on live, and he came to say that he is leaving the panel. He's quitting, and he just kind of gave us some of the updates, just about what was going on when he was with All About the Tea. And he also just kind of told us from when he actually started off, and when he joined All About the Tea. I think he did mention that he started off from he loved watching Real Housewives as it RHOP. He loved watching that, so that was kind of an inspiration for him. And he also loved watching DJ Richie Sky. So DJ Richie Sky used to be on a panel with Monica and All About the Tea. He used to speak on there, so that was kind of like what inspired him. So when he called in, he made his commentary, and that's kind of where it all started from there. So that's how he kind of joined the panel. So moving along, so far we all know that Bishop left, and I think Marcella, according to Bishop, Marcella left as well. And over to Twitter, Skoolboi has announced that she has announced that she is done with the show as well. So it leaves no more anybody at the panel. It's just Monica now, and we have not heard from Monica, so on so forth. So that is that. But however, we are still looking for Skoolboi to come out and address this. Hopefully, she will at some point. But as of right now, we have not gotten any videos from Skoolboi. So yeah. Now we are going to be moving along, just kind of talking about why Bishop came out to speak, because I feel like that's our question in mind, that we have in mind why Bishop. It took Bishop this long to come out and actually speak. And yesterday he mentioned in his video that he's a man of integrity. So we do kind of have our commentaries about that as well. And why was he so silent? Like, why was Bishop so silent during all of this last week? And last but not least, we're really interested to know what's next for the panel. Again, we haven't heard from Monica. It was told that, according to a source, she texted the panel. She texted, I believe, her teacup members that there was not going to be a live, and so forth, so on. So right now we haven't heard from Monica. So we really don't know what's going on right now. All right. So for those of you guys coming in, again, we are just updating you guys about what's going on with All About the Tea. And make sure you click like, comment and subscribe while you're coming in. And all right, so we're gonna hand it over to Sin. Sin, what's up? What are you thinking? What's with what Bishop's live yesterday?
Yes, I think like everyone's pretty much like yesterday before he went on live, like everyone was like asking like where's Bishop? Like where's what is his stance on this whole situation? So he had to come on live, he had to address his stance, and pretty much what he said was everything Ples said was true. He has been having his own concern, but he's like a team player, so he didn't really want to like be that person that was okay, like goes against the grain because he really did mention he's a team player. So he came out yesterday. He spoke his piece on what he thinks about this whole situation. And all I have to say is, I'm glad that he did come out and break his silence, because sometimes everyone, like, you have people wondering like what exactly is going on. So he just came out, he broke his silence, and he just announced that hey, he's just not going to come back. And he did go into a lot of depth. And today we're just going to be asking like what made what took him so long to come out and speak out, and why did he decide to quit?
Yeah, so from my understanding yesterday, he did again agree with what a lot of what Ples was saying. He did repeat some of the stuff that she said. I know he was saying there was a lot of gaslighting. There was like where the communication was off. But again, he was a man of integrity, and he didn't like to get into women's business, right? So that's why it took him this long for him to come out and respond to why to some of the subscribers' question, like why did he take so long? Why was he quiet during the live? So yeah, so he said that he's a man of integrity. But now my question is, after all of that from yesterday, my question is to Bishop is, and why did you, if you were a man of integrity, why did it take you this long to come out and speak your piece? Because it just seems that either did Monica let you guys know something yesterday? Did she let you guys know that there was not going to be any more panels since Ples left, and it seems like there's a lot going on? Did she, is that why he decided to come out and speak his piece? Because as you notice, like after that whole thing happened, he did go back and after the when Ples came out, he did go back on All About the Tea, and they did do another live, right, like the day after. So if he was a man of integrity, I felt like he should have did what was right. Either he didn't join that next live and he just kept it moving and said, I have to take a break from this, because he said he doesn't like to join women's drama. But at the same time, I'm just still questioning, and I'm not understanding, is that you're on that's an all women's panel, and you like watching Real Housewives of Potomac and all of these things. So technically you are joining women's drama. So I didn't understand it. I was a little confused. He was like, I'm a man of integrity and I don't like to join women's drama. So that was just a little sketchy for me. And I'm just still questioning that, because you're on all women's panel. Like what did you expect?
So okay, so Lucy, you feel like he should have just came out the day after the whole situation with Ples. Like he should have just said, I'm not going to be a part of this. So you feel like do you feel like since all of the whole social media people have been talking about all about the tea, you feel like Bishop kind of weighed out his options? Okay. You feel like he weighed out his options?
I felt like he possibly did weigh out all his options, and just like what the advantage and disadvantages are, whether or not if he was to continue with the panel, how was that going to look in his reputation? And he said that he was a minister, so it was like, how is that going to look on me? And then
Mhm.
he was probably also thinking about, okay, what's left for me now? What's left for me? He's probably thinking about all the stuff that Ples said and kind of maybe went back to the stuff that he's experienced himself. He was like, you know what, just to save myself and my platform, because he does have a big platform. I mean,
Yeah, he does.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he does have a good amount of platform right now, like a good amount of subscribers. So that's probably why he's like, you know what, I'm good to go. I'm good to stand on my own. So hey, let me just continue. Let me continue my platform. It was good while it lasted, but right now I feel like I have to branch off. And remember, they were not in a contract, so anybody can do whatever they want. There was no one withheld a contract that was withholding you from leaving. So basically everyone is just basically venturing off.
Yeah, okay. So Simply Lady A, I'm kind of with you too. I feel like Bishop, because he really mentioned that he's like really, really loyal, and he's all about teamwork. I feel like he saw that maybe Monica didn't really do like speak out, and she didn't come out and maybe say something about what's going on. Because if Monica did come out and say, yes, it was a miscommunication, all this stuff, like I feel like there could have been some repair, like the panel could have been repaired, but she just kept silent and she didn't say anything, so it just leaves everybody to fend for themselves. So I feel like that's why Bishop had to make that decision. You know what? Just because this is a really heated situation, um, this is a really heated situation, and Monica's not really saying anything. Well, let me just go my own separate way too. So I feel like that's why Bishop really, I do feel like this is why Bishop did decide to leave. Hi, Anna L. Yeah. So that's what I feel. Now I don't know about so much about Schoolboy, because in the tweet she did imply, hey, she may be leaving. So and she hasn't made like a video or anything on YouTube stating that she is going to be leaving. So for now we're just going to assume maybe there's no more panel, since Bishop, I don't know, Bishop left. We of course we know Ples left. Marcella, Bishop said that in his video, Marcella's also leaving. So that leaves, I want to say, okay, so Debonair also left. That only leaves Princess. That leaves Princess and Monica, and we haven't heard anything from Monica yet, as of yet. So
Yeah, so we haven't heard anything from Monica. Okay.
okay, yeah, go ahead, Lucy. I'm
Simple,
sorry.
simple Lady said she made a video on IG yesterday saying she was leaving, but she deleted it. Oh, are you talking about Marcella or Princess? Oh, Schoolboy did. Okay, so Schoolboy made a video, yes, and she's also it was a confirmed tweet that she said she was leaving. So yes, again, we know that Schoolboy is leaving, and however, so far everyone is leaving. We don't know about Princess, and we have not heard from Monica. So right now, Sin, I think what I'm thinking is, and Sin, why do you think that Schoolboy is leaving? Like, why do you think he's leaving the show? He's leaving the panel.
I think Schoolboy is leaving because I feel like she is probably I feel like Schoolboy is leaving just because it's just a lot of backlash that they're getting from the whole thing. And I feel like she is also leaving because yeah, just because of the backlash, and probably I don't even know if she has probably spoken to Monica. Maybe Monica just been keeping silent, and it's just not a good look at this moment. It really isn't a good look. Um, so I think that, and she said she probably just wants a peace of mind. And I mean, what else are they going to be talking about? I mean, I guess they're going to be talking about the situation, like things that's going on in pop culture, but it just won't be a good look. I just feel like Monica just needs to go back to the drawing board and just think about this whole situation all over again. Why do you think she's leaving? Why do you think Schoolboy is leaving?
I think that Schoolboy is leaving because I mean it is at this point. I felt like maybe she feels like um she's been in the middle. She's caught in the middle of something, and now, like, if the show is not going to be the way it used to be, like as far as like support, especially with all the backlash from what happened when she came out on live. She had a lot of backlash how she spoke about the whole situation. So I feel like that too, and I think she lost a lot of supporters, a lot of people really cheering them on. So I think that if she does stay on with the panel, she's not gonna get like the people that used to love her, the people that used to support her, her subscribers. It's not going to be the same way because of what initially happened. So I think that that's probably why Schoolboy is that she's leaving the panel, and possibly Monica possibly maybe said, hey, if you want, you could also um, venture out as well. However, I also think that Schoolboy is she's going to be the main person in the panel who's going to really miss the show, because I felt like she was definitely devoted. She was definitely a devoted panelist on that show. And it seemed like her and Monica had a great relationship. They spoke outside of the show. So I feel like she's definitely going to miss the show, possibly miss about like the little income that she was getting from the show, and possibly for her to continue to build her channel. Because I feel like she's the one who's going to definitely miss a lot. And I think Bishop also mentioned yesterday in the channel that she referred to Monica as mom. Like she used to call Monica mom. So I felt like that relationship it's just too close to home. So again, it's just, I think that, wherever Schoolboy is, she's not really at a good place where she feels like, she wants to really, leave. So for my thing, I think that Schoolboy, I would just put Schoolboy in the middle, because I think that maybe she is just kind of deciding whether or not she should leave or not. So I think I'm just going to leave her in the middle, because I feel like she still wants to be part of the panel. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I think that she probably, in a way, she probably does want to still be part of the panel. And she looked at Monica like a mother figure. So, she's losing someone who she considers a mom or considers as a mother figure, and then probably someone that she feels like, oh wow, like this person helped me build my platform. Because in Bishop's live yesterday, he said that um you know pretty much everybody had a channel, but he doesn't really, when it comes to his channel success, he doesn't really base his success based on, like, Monica giving them a platform, because he already was an established YouTuber before joining the panel. He was a teacup, like he used to call in and stuff, and Monica was like, oh, hey, like, come on, come join my live. So that's how he joined his Monica's live, and he was always supporting and stuff. So I feel like Schoolboy, I do feel like she is apologizing because she is losing a lot of subscribers. And also, like, the biggest thing, the reason why she came and started apologizing was because she saw her subscriber count. And that's one thing Bishop also mentioned, that Schoolboy was so devoted and so, like, focused on subscribers. Okay, I didn't watch her video. I haven't watched Schoolboy's video yet. Oh, so you said her school. Okay, Simply A said that Schoolboy's video seemed like she necessarily not want to leave. I don't think she really wanted to leave, like I said, because she looked at Monica like a mother figure, and she feels like Monica probably has helped her with her YouTube channel. Like, being on the platform has really helped her with her YouTube channel. So she probably didn't necessarily want to leave, and I think that she had the closest relationship with Monica out of all of the cast members or the panelists.
Yeah, I agree too, Sin. I think that's what I said. I think I'm in the middle as far as when it comes to me, my decision on if Schoolboy is leaving. I think I'm just in the middle right now. I feel like she wants to leave, but then she doesn't want to leave. I feel like she has a lot more, possibly a lot more to gain, maybe for Monica, especially with Monica's platform. Hopefully, it'll help Schoolboy out. It'll help her a lot, especially with learning more about the YouTube world, learning more about how to expand. So I'm still thinking that Skoolboi possibly will join. Let's say Monica does decide to revamp, she probably will be in the next panel or so. Right now, I'm not sure, what Monica is, what her next step is. But if she was to do all of this, I think that Skoolboi will join the next panel, or she would stay. So, and yeah, with someone who is considering you as a mother, and that's why I felt like that live that she did, it was so heartfelt. Like she was basically defending Monica more so of, trying to mediate the situation. I think that she was definitely hurt, more so hurt of the how some, how she felt like Ples was not telling the truth. So she felt like Ples was going against Monica. So I felt like Skoolboi has that relationship. I think she's very in depth there with Monica. So I think it's going to be really hard. I don't think she's taking it easy, in my opinion, of the current situation. That's just how I'm looking at it.
Right. And I just have something to mention before. Okay, so for all of you guys who are joining our channel, make sure you like the video and also make sure you subscribe to our channel. Just support our channel. So make sure you like this video and also subscribe. Yeah, and so another thing I want to mention about the whole panel. So there has been a lot of talk about the whole Apple Watch situation, like the video that they did, and that was like one of the biggest things Ples mentioned in her video was that whole Apple Watch. And we actually went back to watch it, and we also have our own thoughts and opinion about what actually happened and how that I think Ples said that that was one of the biggest reasons why she was like, God was telling her, God was leading to her like, hey, you need to make a decision. And that was like the decision that led her to, I think it's time for her to leave. So it was definitely about the Apple Watch video. So from what I could see from the video, it seemed like the panelists from their face, it seemed like they were very bum rushed, like they were already making, the title was very, like the title and also the what do you call it? The poster for the video, it was very making like allegations about what she was doing, and it was really tough, and Apple Watch, she was crying, like she was really crying. You can see the panelist's face, like, oh my gosh, like is she really about to call Apple? And the panelists, they just looked shocked, especially Ples. You saw in her face, and also Bishop. He he also hit his camera as soon as Apple Watch came in. So they were really shocked, and I really did feel like the panelists were very bum rushed in that video, and I was surprised because I'm like, you're talking about somebody, and you're calling them, and Apple Watch was very hurt, and I just felt like, oh wow, that's tough.
Oh, yeah. So Lisa says all of this could have been avoided if Monica had said that Ples left because of work constraints, as Ples told her. People understand that you can't hold people hostage every night when they work full time. Yeah,
That
like I agree. That is extreme. That is very, very true. And to think about how much they were getting paid. I mean, although they were getting, they were still building their platform. They were getting exposure. However, that is a lot. I mean, think about sitting. That's what Bishop also mentioned. Thinking about sitting in a computer for how long in front of the computer for 2 hours, and basically there will be times where they didn't even have content. It was just the matter of fact of even sitting in that computer and just, looking. So it was just like, it was a lot for them. And I felt like it really, like I mentioned yesterday, it really built up. Like all of the tensions probably built up. They didn't have it was every day. They were live every day they were live. So I think that really put a toll on all of the panelists. Um, and I agree too, Linda. I agree, Linda. Monica could have talked with Ples offline. She called Ples, and yeah, basically, it was all about communication, just like Ples said. Like it was just like, I'm sorry, just like Bishop said yesterday. it was all about communication. He basically said there was no communication. That if the communication was better, then it could have resolved some of this, resolved the Ples issue with her and Monica. And again,
Okay.
this was just
What is
and I
Okay,
yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Oh, I was
I
just
was
gonna have one more thing to say, and yeah, I was
yeah.
just gonna close it off with that. I think that it was because no one really, there wasn't really much going on, but I felt like maybe if Ples and Monica were to really, talk this out, it would have been it. This have wouldn't have never went to the level that it went to. That's just my the way I see it.
Okay, so what did you feel about we both watched the Apple Watts video. What did you feel about it? Because that was plus that was like one of the main reason why she was like, okay, this may not just be for me. So what did you think about the Apple Watts video that they did?
I think that it was the allegations that was put on Apple Watts, and then the fact that Monica kept calling her April Watts, and the fact that Monica actually called her on live and basically accusing her that she was doing, allegedly she was doing some things that she
Right.
was
Yeah.
doing. So I feel like
Mhm.
that was one of the things. And just to sit there and accuse someone, like it's like you don't have, it's allegedly you're accusing this person. And it was at one point Apple almost started crying and thinking about a mother who was trying so hard to work to get her kids, work to for her kids, and she's trying to go back on the right track. It was really hard for me to watch, and especially Ples as someone who possibly had some things in the past as well, that has happened. So it's just like it's probably bringing back like memories and stuff, so I felt like it was really really hard to really watch that, and I could understand why she took the stance that she did, because calling and allegedly accusing someone of something that's not true, and then you didn't even want to hang up the phone. It was more so of like you were wanting her to confess something, like confess, oh yeah, this is true, I am doing this. But again, Apple Watts made it clear that she's a drinker, right? Like she loves to drink, so she made that clear to them, made that clear to Monica.
And I just felt like, yes, I think like Apple Watts, in a way, she was probably like a easy target, maybe to Monica, just because we've seen Apple Watts on, she's had her own fair share of being on the blogs and stuff, and also on Love and Hip Hop. I think it was Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So we've seen her on the show, and I think Apple Watts might have just been like an easy target for Monica to like she could just easily ask call her and probably just like bum rush her. So I just feel like my Apple Watts was definitely in a vulnerable state and it made her an easy target. But yeah, yeah, I think that was definitely a tough interview. So I'm asking everyone who's on the chat, like, what? How do you feel? How do you think that Monica should repair this situation? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, like, do you think it's possible for like how do you think it's possible for them to go back and repair this? Like, what do you think is Monica's next step in all of this? Because I feel like this definitely has brought negative light to her platform. However, she's going to lose subscribers, but however, I feel like people are still going to watch. Like people are still going to view view her channel. So I feel like it's Monica. They're here. They're still here to stay. Hopefully, we do. That's all we're wishing is for love and light. So
That's true, or she could just bring her daytime. Just keep her daytime panelists. Yeah, yes, she had Chanel. Yes, absolutely. Monica has to make it right by publicly apologizing. But I don't think Monica's going to publicly apologize. She may surprise all of us and publicly apologize to Ples. That'll be like a good, you know, um, she has to do that, publicly apologize to all of our panelists. Schoolboy, even Schoolboy, I feel like she probably should apologize to. Ples, Bishop, all of them, Marcella, all of them. So as of now, it looks like it's only Princess. Princess is the only person on the panel, and Monica. So that's the only person. Those are the only two people. Yep. Oh, the busy bee. Hey, from the A. Hey, hi. Hello. Yeah, so we're just talking about all about the tea situation. So, okay, so hold on. The entire panel is gone. This is from Nika. The entire panel is gone. They churned in for the panelist option. She's lost a lot of subscribers. Oh, I think right now Monica has her subscribers hidden. So we don't know how many subscribers Monica has.
Yes, she's lost a lot of subscribers, but however, I feel like that people are still going to be watching her just to watch, because she does bring, she brings in a lot of tea. That's just mainly her content. So at the same time, her views are still going to be, going up. So, and I feel like some of her subscribers are still going to, stay. So.
And we also have we got so it looks like you guys know Dr. Wendy from RHOP. She has left a message for Monica on Instagram. I'm pretty sure it was implied to Monica. So she's pretty much saying like how Monica's being exposed and how she's been, you know, the clickbaits and stuff, and pretty much this is a karma. So this is like she tweeted this. This is Monica's karma. So yeah, and Candace responds and she says, ha. But this is also this just goes to show, but we don't know. I'm pretty sure the tweet was directed to Monica. We made a video on it, so make sure you guys check that out. Talking about this whole situation. So yeah.
Yeah, Chanel G said that apology needs to be loud as the disrespect, especially when she questioned yes, she questioned her status as an attorney. Yeah, I agree. Like that was disrespectful to the that was to the highest order. Like, how are you? You've been like for me, if I was on your panel for this long, and it's like you've never really trusted me. Like, if you're gonna question me as an attorney, you were maybe skeptical about me as an attorney. Why did you always want me on a panel? Why did you always wanted my legal aspects of some of the situations that was going on? Because you guys realize how she used to call Ples. She's like, oh, Ples, let's get some of your illegal aspects of this. So it was like, why did she always felt like she had to call on Ples? And Ples basically was the one who reasoned with a lot of her feedbacks on a lot of the topics that was brought up. So it was just like, I agree, like she needs to really apologize.
Yeah, I do definitely think so. And also we need to mention that yeah, I feel like she definitely has to apologize to her panelists, but I also think she needs to apologize to her teacups and also like her subbies as well too.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree too, because I felt like that's the way. I mean, we all have issues, right? Like when you're working with a lot, groups, like there's always going to be an issue, right? So there's going to be things going on behind the scenes. However, for Monica to really, I want to say she's going to go back to the way things used to be. However, I feel like she needs to acknowledge, keyword, she needs to acknowledge and take accountability for what she said and what she has done. Because as a leader, someone with a platform, and you're bringing all these people in, and you have all these subscribers out there, yeah, I think it's definitely time that you come out and really make a video and really take accountable and responsibility and accountability for all of the things that was done.
That's right. And who knows when Monica will be coming back. I think they were saying that she's supposed to be having an interview with another YouTuber, but she didn't show up. So I'm not really too sure about that. I'm not really too preview to that information. But I think she was supposed to be having an interview with another YouTuber. So
Yeah, but I don't think that actually that didn't happen. I think she was, but I don't think it happened. I don't know if there's another one that was to be set up, but I don't think that one happened. Um, yeah, and well, Layla said, well, it makes sense for her to ask Ples to speak on legal standpoints, and she's a lawyer. Yes, that's true. That it is, but for like I said, during that live, she said quote unquote, basically, she said quote unquote lawyer. So if you were skeptical of her, maybe her law degree from the get go, why did you want her to be a part of the panel? Why did you always call her for her legal aspects if you were skeptical of it?
that's true. All right, bye, Busy Bee. She said she has to go pick up her kids.
I
Bye, Busy Bee. Thank you for stopping by. And for all those who are coming, please make sure you like this video. We have about 86 people on here. And also make sure you support our channel by hitting that subscribe button. So yeah. Yeah, I think it's just like whenever it suits her, like to say, oh, we have a lawyer here, like Ples, can you read this? And Ples will just look so uncomfortable, absolutely uncomfortable. But she just did it. It just seems like she was a team player. So yeah. Yes, we have a new subscriber, Janetta. Yes, please make sure you like this video. Also, make sure you subscribe. Yes, welcome to everyone who is coming into the live. And we also would appreciate, once again, if you like and subscribe. So Lucy, what's next? What do you feel is next? I feel like we pretty much have talked about everything when it comes to who's there, who's leaving, who has spoken out. We've talked about all of that. Now it's like, what is next? And also we talked about, well, what Monica should do. She should apologize. Well, what's next? And also we have other reality show people who are coming out, such as Dr. Wendy and Candace, who are making tweets about what is going on. And I feel like they are implying the blog All About the Tea. So, well, what's next? What is next? Oh, hi, Kelly. Welcome. We have a new subscriber, Kelly. Woo woo. So we have all of these RHOP housewives who are coming out. What is next? That is the biggest question.
Well, I mean, what is next? Okay, so I'm just gonna hold on. Read some of these comments. Okay, thank you so much, Kelly Washington. I'm also a new subscriber. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shayna Kim said, Monica and anyone could go to any state's license website for free to look up someone by legal name that they are licensed. Exactly, it's public information. So I think that that's something for her to do within her time. And again, that shows to you that when she was getting people on the panel and she was hiring all these people to work with the panelists, that's something that she could have checked, just to see the credibility of all of this. I mean, that's something I would have done, right? If I'm bringing and I'm going to be making a lot of these claims, like the Apple Watch situation, the TI situation, and all of that. I would definitely, make sure that since I have a lawyer, a part of my team, I will make sure she has that license. So if anything was to happen, we will be good to go, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's just now again, it's like, what is next? What is next? I think what is next, for me, is that Monica, I think she may need to revamp maybe the evening show, right? Because everyone has left. And also, I think that there needs to be a lot of other things, like possibly she needs to work on her communication, just really take some pointers onto what she did wrong at the moment, like how this panel went. like how whatever has happened, where her faults were, and maybe do something differently for her next panel. And it's also interesting that everyone's asking who Monica is, and because everyone knows her as an avatar. No one has seen who Monica is. So for me, I think that that's the question that I would ask if I was to join the panel. To be a part of the panel, because I feel like I need to know who I am dealing with. Who's behind the avatar personally before I can really engage in this. What do you think? Like, what do you think about this? Because I feel like a lot of people really went on the show, like really not even caring if she was an avatar. And honestly, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to put judgments on anything, but I'm still questioning how people went on her panel without knowing who this person is, without even
Mm.
seeing.
Right. And I feel okay. So I'm going to make 2 points. And for those, if you want to join, you definitely can. I put the link in. If you want to express your thoughts or so, definitely come in. I'm going to make 2 points. So right now, Monica's definitely not, she may be feeling it because it is her platform, it is her business. But personally, she may not be feeling because we don't know who she is. We've never seen her picture. She's really not getting a lot of judgment because, Skoolboi, Plus, they've all put their picture and they all, have their camera on and stuff, and also Bishop. So they're gonna be feeling the backlash. Monica's not, because no one knows who she is. And another, so yeah, I do feel like at least what she could do just to instill the trust that the panelists would have for her, at least like, hey, like this is me, like, come on camera maybe one day and was like, hey guys, this is me, it's Monica. But no, like she doesn't have to reveal to the mass like who she is, but at least reveal to the
Oh,
panelists,
exactly.
Skoolboi.
Yes, her panelists. That's what I meant. She doesn't have to build that, like let the mass know, but however, for her panelists, there, for at least for that trust to be built, I feel like that's the first step. You know, so that's just how I feel like she needs to maybe start from there.
Exactly. I definitely do feel like that she should have started from there, like at least reveal herself, at least maybe to Schoolboy, since Schoolboy trusted her so much and saw her as a motherly figure. Um, I think she definitely should have done that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to some of these comments. Okay, so make sure. Okay, so Kelly Washington is our new subscriber. Hey, Kelly. Janetta said everyone is gone. Yeah, for the most part, yeah, everyone is gone. Shauna Kim says, sorry guys, it's really loud. I'm gonna close the window. Shauna Kim says she's an exec recruiter for a legal group. Yeah, Monica should have absolutely done her research. Okay, so Shantae Pretty Blunt said that the whole Apple Watch situation really turned her off. Yeah, I agree. I just watched that interview, well, the interview with the Apple Watch, and it was very distasteful. Another one that people were mentioning was the TI. So I have to watch that. So I need to catch up with that and just give my thoughts on that. But definitely watch the Apple Watch, and it was the panelists. You can see it all over their face. They felt bum rushed. So yeah. Um. Okay, so Nika said I was really shocked that no one knows how Monica looks like. No one knows. Okay, then we have Shauna Kim. She said that yeah, the damage control is already done. What else? Okay, so Chanel says that she does feel bad for Monica. She honestly just made a poor decision in public, and I do have to agree that she made a poor decision in public. But once again, in a business stance, yes, it's going to hurt her business, but maybe not so much her personal life because no one knows who she is.
And possibly, and someone also, and I think, let me just go back. I think I'm going to read the down comments. Someone made a comment about this. Um, Monica, I think people are making a huge emphasis on her not showing her face when there are plenty of other YouTubers who do the same by hiding their identity. I don't know what the setup was all about that, the tea. So yeah, I agree at to some point. That we are making an emphasis on her not showing her face. However, I think that when certain contents were coming out that could have possibly damaged families, could have damaged people's reputations, and like the Apple Watch situation, the TI situation, and so many more people. It's like you're hiding behind the avatar and you're making these allegations. We don't know if you could be anyone out there who's making these allegations, and it's really, for me, it's sad to see that, some of these families were out there like this, that the way that it was, things were being said about them. So that's why I think that, because you wouldn't want anyone to do that to your family, right? Because she did mention that she has a family, she has, family that she's taking care of, she has kids. So why is it that she's hiding who she is? Why is it that she's hiding who she is? She probably already knew what her content was about. Maybe a lot of gossip, a lot of, like, the kind of what she is delivering. She probably already knew it. That's why she concealed her identity, right? So for me, it's not so much about her hiding her identity. I think for me is, if I was on the panel, I would want to know who I am dealing with. As much as I show my face, I'm putting myself out there. I'm putting my like Pledge, she's putting her legal perspective out there. They're all putting their own opinions and their own standpoints about issues. She should do the same. Right? I feel like that's the first part for me. This is my own opinion, so that's what I think.
Yep, and we have almost close to 200 people on here. So I just need to mention that again. Please make sure you like this video. Also subscribe to our channel. That really helps us out. We really appreciate it. Please. It doesn't
Okay,
hurt.
so yes, guys, please do. As we, yeah, I'm 198 right now, so please do like and comment. Like and subscribe. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. Anithia Smith said Monica hides beyond the avatar, but requires everyone that comes her to turn. Exactly, and that's kind of like my point. If you want them to do the same. Why don't you do the same? Why, and not just that, why don't you also possibly one day, show your panelists? You don't have to, like Sensei, you don't have to come out to the mass. However, maybe show your panelists who you are. Let them connect with you. Let them know that, hey, I'm a real person. Hey, I have feelings. Hey, this is me. Like, why not do that? But you want everyone else who comes on there to do the same. So
Right.
that's just my own personal opinion. They were stupid fuck. She isn't gonna show her face. Why did your event sign up to work with someone who isn't showing herself? Exactly. I think that's the point we're trying to make. So again, that goes back to the panelists. Like, I don't understand why. And I'm not passing judgment. This is my opinion. Why I will not be on a panel if I do not know who is behind that camera. Okay. Like, look right now, no one knows who Monica is. No one knows who she is. So she's definitely, it doesn't have an effect on her personal life. But however, people like, Plez, um, Schoolboy, all those people, the panelists, it may have some effect on them, because, it may negatively affect them, and it may not, right?
Right. So Lucy, I'm actually, I have a session that I have to go to. So I'm actually going to start heading out. We have some people that would like to join, but I'm going to be heading out. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Thank you so much, Sin. Thank you so much. All right. Big Red.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Sid. Thank you so much.
Hey, how are you?
Hi. How are you?
I'm okay. A little disappointed though.
All right. What's on your mind?
Um, I'm good. A little disappointed
Okay. Why are you disappointed? What's going on?
though. Well, I never knew nothing about the internet, right? So like when the pandemic hit, a lot of things was going on with me. And I had got to know Sherelle and her whole clique. Well, actually, up and Adam, and then Sherelle and her whole clique. And then I switched over to all about the tea. And I enjoyed all of them. They kind of lifted my spirits and everything. And then this year, my son passed. It's been like a year that I have been with all of them. And I called in, all about the tea and let her know that now, mind you, I have been super chatting all of them because that's what I do. Like, I just, put my money in if they're giving me good content or whatever. I do that. If I go to a party, I'm going to bring the liquor or whatever. I leave it and all that. But then it's like when I didn't super chat, she ignored it. Like she totally ignored me. And I put, send prayers out to me. My son passed on his birthday, February 6th, whatever. And it was like, Schoolboy, I guess they kind of, because I give them all the tea, all of them, because I'm from the South and the North. Well, I moved from Chicago to Birmingham, and I was trying to tell them, hey, I'm in Huntsville. I know about, love and marriage or whatever. And it was like Schoolboy and her was like drag, kind of like low key shade of me. And I could not believe it. So karma has hit. And at this point, I really don't care. Like, I don't want nothing to happen to her. I really hope Schoolboy, find God or whatever. Bishop and Ples, I always enjoyed them. Marcella, I don't even give a damn about her. I'm just saying, I just hope that she learned her lesson. And it is what it is. And
Um,
I never knew anything about the internet because mind you, I'm in my early 50s. So now that I know a little bit about YouTube, I kind of had a backup from social media. Because of this point, I got tired of all the YouTubers arguing with each other. And even if we drop some tea, we, as in the chat and everybody else, everybody's arguing for a click and a view. Is that really worth it? Like, is this really worth it? Like, Ples left pleasantly. Is this right here has gone too far? It's scary as if it's not enough that the police is shooting our brothers. It is not enough that we have a pandemic. This right here, is it really, really worth it? We losing our loved ones. And this is so sad. Like, this is so freaking sad.
I would have to agree, and I do want to say first and foremost, I do my condolences to you and to your family, first and foremost, and I and I really very sorry that you were part of that community where you felt like they didn't care much about your what happened to you.
Yeah, right. Because I spend so much. Actually, I got to give it to how God works. God's so funny. He has a funny way of, because I don't have Facebook and I have 7 kids, and 16 grandkids. So, but now I'm by myself. I live by myself. The how God worked, man. I didn't want to. I just happened to put it on YouTube one day, and that was like right when the pandemic hit. And honestly, and I give you thank Monica because and Sherelle and all of the world, whatever, because they did save me from wanting to kill myself and everything. Because at that point, before my son passed, a lot of people died in my family, and I wasn't able to, concentrate. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from a very bad background, but I made it. I made it, and they lift my spirits. And other than up at Adam, and I listen to you all. It's all good. I know I can handle it. But this is how I know the devil working. This S is so far, and I hope Schoolboy be okay. Because the reason why I'm saying that, she might have did what she did. Monica led her. When you in a position like that, and your mom is, cause I'm adopted, and your mom and you come from abusive background and stuff, you're gonna lean on whoever show you love. You just gotta be like strong in that. And I hope that girl don't hurt herself, because social media bullying her, it could happen. And then what? And then what? Everybody talking about Monica got death threats. That lady will be okay. Will Schoolboy be okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry if
No, you're fine. I mean, yeah, we love to this is I mean, hey, we this is our platform and we, have you guys to just call in, speak, say what how you feel. Yeah. So I'm greatly sorry. I do agree with a lot of this. I think that there is a lot of things that went on behind the scenes. Especially, but again, God, like you said, God does come out when he does. He showed what's done in the dark always comes to light. So
Yeah.
this was probably a way, that
To
God may,
wake her up, to wake
yeah,
her up. Because one thing,
expose
you
her.
know, they could throw that God card around as she do, and all of them do. Everybody throws that God card around. Even I have done it. But let me tell you all, you chatting everybody else something. God may not come on your time, but one thing we all know, he on time. Are you ready for the time when he be on time? Are you ready for the time when he on time? Because when karma hit, it all come in a chain. All of us together. Karma, God, and everything. Are you on time? Because he on time. People just hate to accept it.
He's always on time. God is always on time. Yeah.
Monica need to step away from the internet, man. Monica need to step away from the internet because sometimes when you get them clicks and views, just as if them stars, them evil Hollywood people, once they get that money, man, they don't give a damn about nobody. And you know I'm not lying. They don't care about. We could have the biggest fan and loved all the stars and whoever, even in YouTube. And look what happens. Well, look what happens. He don't like that. He don't like you to put nobody in front of him. And that's exactly what she did. That's exactly what she did. God, jealous God. And baby, she need to step away from the internet talking about she getting death threats. How the hell is you getting death threats when don't nobody know who you is? Stop
Exactly.
it. I'm worried about Schoolboy because we know who she is.
And exactly, and that's another point that I wanted to make. With her, people are concerned. People are saying that people are concerned about hiding behind the avatar. However, the people that are on her panelists, they're showing their face. So it's like, what would happen to those people that are on her panelists who are showing their face? Those callers who are calling in, it's like they are more in a harmful situation than herself. And that's what I was saying. Maybe was what her content was about, or what her platform was about, was that she could conceal her identity, and then whatever that happens, as long as she doesn't show her face, right? No one knows who she is, so it's not going to greatly affect her. So I think
Yeah,
that
it may not greatly affect it, but Monica, I'm gonna send this message to you. Don't nobody know who you is now. But the same way they found Saddam and Bin Laden, baby, they gonna find you to come off of YouTube and fall back. Cause you know what you've done. You know what you've done. I'm gonna tell all them other YouTubers out there. If you want to be out there and clicking views and drag people and think things are so funny because at that moment you look like a star. Yeah, you keep on doing that. You're gonna be following that same slow bus right along with Monica. I'm just saying. But thank you, sister, for putting me on your
yeah,
thing. And I really like you too. I just what you are. I said I wasn't gonna do that no more. I was gonna disconnect with social media, but I hang in there a little bit longer. And I thank you so much, sweetheart.
you are welcome. You and call in anytime. We'll definitely try to be. We're just we're smaller YouTuber, but definitely call in. We'll again go. We'll do this more often. Definitely get us time to just engage and stuff. So I'm really happy, and thank you so much again.
Can I but can I give a shout out because I know you YouTubers don't like to put other people on, but it's just for Up and Adam because he's the first person I met. I just want to give him a shout out because he really is an angel and he try to work with everybody. He is such an angel, and I just want to thank Up and Adam, man. Good luck and thank you, ma'am.
All right, you are welcome. You are welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. You have a blessed day.
Same to you. Same to you. All right. Now, all right. Thank you guys so much for those who are coming in. The link is shared. As you can see, if you want to call in, come in. Please do. Now it is 357 people on this live. Please do like and subscribe and help us reach our goal. We really appreciate that. Um, yeah, this is a lot. Honestly, this is a lot. And for those of you who are saying Monica Soul, as someone said Monica Souls, I think that they have came to confirm. I think the company have come to confirm that that is not who Monica is. Monica Souls is not Monica from All About the Tea. So far no one knows who Monica is. It has not been confirmed. So yeah, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I really do. This is not a malicious for us. It's not very malicious for us to come out here with talking about anyone's platform. However, I hope that those that are involved are learn from this, and hopefully, we really wish them love and light. We wish Monica love and light her platform, and hopefully, everyone could heal slowly, and just find some light into this situation. All right, we have some new. We have Shantae, Pre, and Miss G. Hi, how are you all doing? Beast. Hey, I don't think I can hear you all. Hey, can you hear me? Hey, can any? I don't think I can hear you all. Hey, thank you. Hey, hey, Shantae.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay, yes, I can
Great.
hear you. Hi, Miss
Great.
G. Hi, B Stokes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, I can hear you.
Great.
Oh, hey,
Can you
hey everybody.
Hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
I'm just getting here. I'm just getting here. So, I always like to come in and say hey to y'all. I don't know what y'all have talked about so far. Um, but what I will say is, honey, my jaw was on the floor yesterday watching Mr. Bishop's live because I did not expect him to really like go in like that.
Nope.
Yes, I mean, he so basically he did come out and just kind of like talked about some things that he experienced while he was on the show and how he got on the show, and kind of agreeing with what Ples said at the same time. And also he also mentioned why he was so quiet for so long. And he just decided to come out. So I was definitely the same way you were, as well. So what were some of your thoughts? What did y'all think about his live yesterday?
First of all, I'm glad the bishop came out because he's kind of like the innocent, even guy that always give positive energy. And I'm glad he's seeing exactly what we seeing, so we won't feel like we left, like we over exaggerating. So I'm glad that he left. I think Monica is one of those miserable women that like to stir the pot up, and she found an avenue to make money with it. She used the little YouTubers because when I first started watching, I didn't even know they were YouTube. I assumed, but I thought they were bigger than what they was, and they never really promoted that. So that was my first hint. I did a super chat, and she repeated my name wrong twice. I don't know if she didn't want. I'm not even like a YouTuber like this. So I don't know if she wanted, when she do shout out the super chats, no one to click likes or subscribe to people's channels. But I thought that was a red flag. Like, why would you repeat my name? It's my name.
Hmm.
I, I will
You
stick
have to
up for
watch
that.
people around you like that.
I was gonna say I would stick up for that though, because when I have been on that platform, she's always been really nice. And as a YouTuber, sometimes you just mispronounce people's names. I don't always take that as a red flag, but I definitely do take this situation as a red flag and how people are being treated. And I think that if people do decide to fill these slots in the panel, it's never going to be what it was. Like it's not going to get the well, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna get the support, but people are gonna have a bad taste in their mouth about supporting a continued panel.
Definitely not going to be the same. If you go back and look at some of the old pictures of their panel, it was very happy, very bright. Plus, everybody had a smile. But when you get closer to the end, you see people, it's like a dark shadow over the pictures. Even you just see a screenshot. So you could tell something had to be going on in the background and something was changing because the spirit and the lightness of it was dimming.
Hmm.
Um, one thing that shocked me about watching Bishop live was at the end how kind of like you could tell he ain't want to go in on Schoolboy, but he went in, and it's enlightening to know that all of these conversations were being had in the background when Ples was the one basically saying that they did not have any communication, um, you know, other than on the show.
Yeah, but another question I do pose is, he mentioned that he was a man of integrity, but why did it take him this long to actually come out and say something, right? He said that he doesn't like to be in women's drama. However, he's in a platform with all
Honey.
and and he says he watches Real Housewives of what, pretending that was one of his favorite, but and you know that that's a reality show. So I'm just still questioning his motives or why he did come out. Because was it the fact that
So
his brand
much.
was hurting? Was it the fact that he was getting backlash on why he was so quiet? Because as you all see after that live with Ples, they did go back on live again, and he was a part of it.
I just think
I
they all
think
have a little bit of following in them, except for Ples. Ples, as a lawyer, she just dictated and want to be loyal to the panel. But I think Schoolboy have a little following in her spirit, and so does the bishop. And the bishop is not ordained; he's regular, just like everybody else. He's a man just like everybody else. So if he's interested into gossiping and interested into reality TV, he just like everybody else. Matter if he could quote a scripture, say the Bible, it don't matter. We all in here for the gossip, for the juice, for the tea.
Hmm. Yeah,
I, I
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I was gonna say I think he came out because at the end of the day people were kind of forcing his hand to come out, and he made the decision to leave. So you can't just up and leave. You have to address why you left, and everybody's going to speculate why you left. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, because of the situation. But I will say I agree with you. Like what we were saying yesterday about him. He said during the live where that got explosive, the entire time he was upset about it because he knew that gaslighting was happening. And so that to me was a red flag, because I was giving him the benefit of the doubt yesterday, saying that possibly he just didn't know all the moving pieces behind the scenes. But to know that people are wrong and then to let them gang up on her like that, that definitely that didn't sit right with me. Um, and like the other caller was saying, don't use this, oh, I don't like to be in women's business stuff, because you're literally in that's the panel. Like that's literally what you're doing anyway. So I think it was the backlash he was getting. And it could have just been a guilty conscience, because
Definitely.
you can't support somebody in private and then not support them in public and feel good about yourself. Well, I feel like a person who says they're of integrity can't do that.
I definitely agree. He definitely was guilty because, like he said, he was part of the panel that felt some type of way when is it so debonair was
Yeah.
complimenting Ples. Now, why would you feel any kind of way, the Bishop? You have your own separate brand, and I mean, I think it's a nice little brand. The Bishop, he got something going there. What would make you jealous of another woman that another man is complimenting on? So something ain't right there either. They all got on that live together on a group text. It was going in on Ples, including the bishop.
Yes. Some he said he went live because Monica did not respond to his text. Oh, so okay, so I did. Yeah, so he did mention that yesterday. He went live because Monica did not respond to his text. So wow, that's interesting. So she didn't respond to your text, and you felt like you wanted to come out. So what if she did respond to your text?
He
You
will
would
be
have
on the
still stayed.
bandwagon.
Exactly. So I don't know. For me, I was always skeptical. I was like, why is he in the middle of this? And why? And then yes, he said he's a man of integrity. So all of this was just, I still question him till today. Like, you can't be a man of integrity. You don't like women's drama, but you are in a panel of women and you like reality shows, and you are like,
Hello.
it's, to me,
Hello.
it's like you said, jumping the bandwagon.
Yeah, he's in the bandwagon for sure. He don't have the balls. He don't have the stamina that he claims that he have. I didn't
Not
listen
the
to his
stamina.
whole live, but that was like Funky Donnie would say, that was some pussy popping and backpedaling.
Well, as well, it's I hope. I mean, I think that there is more to this. I don't, like we said, I don't know what the next decision would be for the, for All About the Tea moving forward. Because it seems like everyone has left. And now with Schoolboy, I do feel like, as I earlier
I
mentioned,
unsubscribed.
I feel like he is in a, I feel like she will go back to, I'm thinking she's indecisive right now. I don't think she totally left. I think she's still indecisive of whether or not she should leave or.
Oh yes, yeah, she's
That
cooking up a master plan.
honestly, if Monica wants to like to save herself in this, I would disband that panel altogether, take a little bit of time, step away, and then come back later solo. But I think part of the reason that her panel was successful was, I mean, that her page was successful was because of the different panels that she had. So this she's gonna have to like completely regroup. And it's like poison fruit. No one's gonna want to touch it.
I'm definitely
Yeah,
not.
because I think I don't know, was it this one that I mentioned that I've not that I've seen Monica ever go live by herself.
Mm-hmm.
So those panels definitely made her show. Like, so it's like, now how does she come back from this? I think that she will definitely keep adding her panelists. She'll definitely revamp and continue to add panelists to her to her lives. I think that that's just the way that's her the way her content is built on. So I think that we'll definitely get more from Monica. I do wish that things will be better. Hopefully, they'll take some of these lessons learned. She'll take some of this and hopefully, implement it and make it better for hopefully her next panelist.
Yeah, I think if she want to come back, I think she need to go raw, rock bottom, open up herself. Put if any other panelists will come back on, have a Q&A, and just go for the gutter. And whatever they accuse her of doing, admit to it, because I know she can see some of her wrong. If you're an adult, you can come back and say, yeah, I was wrong for that. I was in my emotions. I apologize for that. I think that's what she needs to do. If she want my attention, I need her to go rock bottom, reveal yourself, do some raw Q&A, and let's get some understanding and some type of familiarity. Because right now she's really disconnected without her panelists.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but do you feel like, so this is a question that I do have. Do you feel like if she does come out, I mean, okay, let's say if she decides to reveal who she is, will you think that she'll start from who her panelists, that she should have started from her panelists, or should she just come out to the public and say, this is who I am?
I don't think
A
that she
little bit
should
of
reveal herself.
a little bit about it. I think it just needs to be just a straight Q&A. Everybody don't have to reveal themselves. I'm used to watching a lot of pages that really don't reveal herself, but since it seems like majority of her crowd or her subbies, they're requiring that. They keep asking about it. I personally don't care if she reveals herself, but definitely have to come with a raw Q&A and apologies and just some straight correction of behavior. Because you're able to do that. If you go off on somebody and you go below the belt, you have a chance to recover the next day if you really want to see yourself and grow from things that happened to you in the past.
I agree with what you're saying. But I don't think that she will reveal herself. Number one, that just wouldn't, to me, that wouldn't make sense if she's already saying that she's getting these alleged death threats. That would just
Mm.
be counterintuitive. Also, just a side note, that is psychotic to anyone who is doing that, because this is not that serious, like at all. But also, I agree though, a Q&A would be just admitting it would kind of save her integrity and kind of soften people's heart towards her. But based on the live that John Yates and Heidi did, I don't think that she thinks that she was wrong.
That's narcissistic. That's all.
Interesting. Okay, so another hi, Prosperity T. Is it
Thick girl.
Prosperity?
How y'all?
Big girl.
That's it,
Hi.
girl.
Hey B, I'm not doing it, B. I'm not
Hello.
doing it.
Okay.
I just want to understand Bishop. Yesterday in his live, he sat there and played like he was an angel on that panel. When we all know he went in on the ladies, he went in on Apple Watch like it was nothing. But then yesterday, he sat there and act like he was the high and mighty deacon bishop on that panel. I really didn't understand. Why did you do it? Because you got out clean. Your hands hadn't even got dirty and you were winning. People were subscribing to you left and right just because you were on the panel. And you sat there and did all of that yesterday. You revealed private conversations and everything. You call Skoolboi a simp. No, the simp is you, because who does that? What real man does that?
Exactly.
He
Not a
must didn't
real
take his
man.
A game yesterday, because he act just like that was some that. And I like Bishop. I be on his channel and everything, but that wasn't even cute yesterday. For you to keep saying you a man, you a man. What man does that?
Not a simp. Okay, so and exactly. So I was also really interested on why Bishop called himself. He said he's a man of integrity. I don't know. For me, this is just stuck to me with his live. That's the only thing I really did pick up from his live, was he said that he was a man of integrity. He didn't like women's drama. And I felt like yesterday, the reason why he came out was just to save himself. He felt like he probably had more advantage to, coming out and saying that he's no longer with the show. He would get more support. So I
But
feel
he
like
should have stuck with that. He could have just did that whole life, and he would have been good. No side looks, no nothing. But all that you said and revealed, come on. No, that wasn't.
yeah, you
I
felt
think
like
he started off. It started off all right, but all I know is by the end of it, honey, I was
Child.
like, wow.
He was like a hoe in church. He was on fire. He was.
Not a hoe in church. Dang it.
Child.
Where's the
He forgot
sign?
the cloth. He took the robe off and got in the audience. Child. The much as he talk about Jamal Bryant,
Oh no.
sweetie, you was Jamal yesterday without community ping, as he says.
No.
yeah. I really did feel like we definitely saw a different schoolboy yesterday, and I'm sorry, a different bishop yesterday. I think that it was just all about protecting his brand. That's how I see it. It wasn't necessarily going, defending players or having her back. I think it was more so of him defending his brand. Because if you were a man
He
of
defended
integrity,
his. Go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, if he was a man of integrity as he said he was, after that live that actually happened that day, I would not have joined that live. The live
Thank
after.
you.
That's why I'm saying Bishop is a follower. He's pretty weak and he's a
Because
follower.
he
He don't know what he
agreed with
want to do.
Monica most of the time. Plas was the only one who really had her own mind. Let's get that. He said he wasn't. He was. whatever Monica would say, he would change his opinion. Like, stop it. And then when players would come with her opinion, then he would change his opinion again. Oh yeah, because I do kind of go, I do
Yeah, he a
with
follower.
players and such. So stop it. Come on, dude. You were clean. Your hands were clean.
And
You
your
wasn't
bip.
in the mud or nothing.
I
You
don't
could have
think
just
there was a way. I don't think there was a way for too many to really come out clean. Because, like we were saying yesterday, at the end of the day, even with him not saying anything, people were still questioning him. I think the entire situation has messed up all of their brands, whatever separate brands that they may have, except for Players, because she was legitimately the
at
victim
first.
in the situation.
Right.
It's
What
sad
I'm
to
saying
see
is
though
he
that
was clean because nobody was talking dirt about him. If he would have stopped his
Definitely.
live at the first 5, 10 minutes, he'd have been cool. But then revealing all he revealed, and then telling Marcella was leaving. Marcella didn't even say she was leaving. What did you have to say that for? That wasn't your place.
But even Marcella's
Messy
gone and done
boots.
her live about it and explained her part of it. And I think him bringing up Marcella was him trying to because he seemed like he likes Marcella and that they have a decent relationship. So I think it was his attempt to try to like go ahead and not be silent like he was with Players.
I think with him mentioning, and this is how I see, I think with him mentioning Marcella, I think it was to, because I think that with it was to not paint, not, well, at least for the subscribers out there, people watching, it was to not make look like Marcella was was part of the downfall of the show, or possibly not make people think that she was the least favorite, or the the one who played a major role on why
Mm-hmm.
Ples left. So I think that was kind of how I saw it. The reason why he said, please, Marcella's a really nice person. He was kind of defending her. So, and even if she did play a
He
part,
lying.
and I felt like he would have still did that, even if she was part of the reason, why all of this is going on.
That's what I'm saying. So we still don't know if that was the truth or not.
Exactly.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, he was building a facade.
And I like
Yes, he
Marcella too.
was.
I had
He
no
was
problem
building
with
a good
nobody on the
facade.
panel. But right is right and wrong is wrong.
Yeah. So, any
Side note, I'm sorry, I was looking
Absolutely.
down in the chat. Um, because a lot of people are new here. Just want to say hi, everybody. Welcome. Please don't forget to support Sisters Talk TV. And a lot of you that are new here have never seen some of these people before, but faces have been shown. Videos are old. So please subscribe to this channel and support these people. That's all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, we also mentioned your channel as well. Have them also come over there.
Yes, Be Stoked Styling. For those of you who say that I sound like Schoolboi, I guess. But you can legitimately go see
We've
who I
seen your
am
face.
over
She's a
on
real
my
person.
channel.
And no, this is
And she
not
got some cute
Schoolboy.
wigs too.
That I legitimately been doing this for quite a few years, so I just ain't cute today.
We even see the baby face. So everything over there is real. It's legit.
Anyone else have any other comments to make, like moving forward, like are you expecting anything, are you, as far as from the show, from Monica, like moving on, what are you, with such a huge platform, this all went it and one question, if you were, as far as like if something was done differently, what do you guys think that could have done differently, especially for this explosion to, like, maybe for
Talk.
it to go as far as it went?
Yeah,
Talk.
fact,
Had communication. Had conversations. If you
facts.
don't call me, I'm calling you because I need to know what's going on. I'm not waiting for nobody to call me. If I'm doing this, and then people keep talking about the price. They accepted it because
Hmm.
they weren't doing anything with their channels. The only one that had a channel was Bishop. They took the money because they know nobody else that does a panel is getting paid. So it was just a compensation just for, they were doing it just because they wanted to do it. But the pay was just something to say, hey, thank you, I guess.
Yeah, because he did mention that he was
Yeah, I
doing it
agree
for
with the
free at
pay.
one point.
Yeah, if you agree to that, then you just agree to that. It got to be something that you enjoy if you agree to that low amount. So they
Right.
agreed to it, and I know these people are adults, so I don't complain because usually panels don't get paid. It's like how I heard it, but I just believe
Mhm.
that for me as a watcher and subscriber, that I just didn't like the clickbait titles. Once I would come into the chat, it would be something totally different. That made me look at it like, you ain't gotta get
Well,
me to do that. I'm a subscriber that come in. You don't have to
Because I'm
trick me.
nosy and I want to
You
see.
don't have to go so low with the title. Yeah, all day long. I'm there for the mess. So you don't have to, trick me into saying Giselle is and then been submitted to a mental hospital and you're talking about something from 2000. Like you didn't have to do that. Now I'm uninterested because we already discussed this like maybe a week or two ago about Giselle. We don't have to go down this road again. I'm coming. I'm a subscriber. I believe in your channel. I like your panel. So you don't have to go so low with the titles. That start to turn. I was watching other people's videos. I noticed that start to turn people out. Everybody don't like clickbait. I think if I can see everybody here, we're really grown women. So we don't need to be tricked with any kind of gossip or lies to come into the chat.
Yeah, and that was funny yesterday too. Bishop said talk about the clickbait title. Then he put up a clickbait title. Like what? Is
I
that the
think that
pack?
he's done that in several. Even when Skoolboi did go live, he also put like a clickbait as well. I think I've seen that multiple times from him. Not just that one time, but I think
Because
he's done it
the
and put,
bishop is riding the fence.
yeah, basically,
Yeah, the bishop is riding
basically.
the fence. He don't know what he want to do. He don't know if he want to be a man or a woman. If you
Exactly.
ask me, that's where I'm at with it. I don't
Oh,
never hear you
Lord.
never hear you address nothing as a man that I know. Hello, okay. Let's
Uh,
talk about that. The bishop.
Lord. I was, where's the Nene Bloop gift? Because Lord.
You wish you had your allegedly button, don't you, B?
But I was going to say the way that this could have been handled differently overall so that it wouldn't have been this fallout is if there was communication behind the scenes from the beginning. Also, if Monica had handled this situation as professionally as Ples did with the 2-week notice and things like that. And once Ples came out and had her video, had Monica just went over there and spent the 13, 17, however many minutes of watching Skoolboi's video before commenting, it wouldn't have gotten this explosive because she wouldn't have been speaking off of emotion and what people in the comments can do to stir up mess.
Yeah.
And once all of that happened, I mean, it just snowballed from there. And I think the reason why we are still a week later discussing it and talking about it is because it's been a snowball effect. And with people with people making their speculation on why they think people left or how people left, which is what we're doing here, it makes people have to come out and address it, which makes us continue to talk about it. So at this point, the only person that I haven't seen that has actually said something about it is Monica. And if she wants to completely did it, she just needs to say something about it and acknowledge her wrong and be done with it.
Exactly. That's it. Just come out again. It's accountability and responsibility. Take accountability and take responsibility for what's done on your part, and yeah, move on from there.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just get one of your big dogs, one of Tasha KO, do an interview if you want. Just put it all out there. What is it really?
Yeah.
Can't hurt. Can't nothing hurt no more. The band-aid is off.
Because
I actually was introduced. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
it's not just that, it's also some of her subscribers also feel, they feel some way to the way that she would treat them in regards to, when they would come in or they make a comment or something, they felt like she didn't regard them. So it's just a lot. Personally, it's just a lot. So I feel like she definitely owns her subscribers, supporters apology, a huge apology. Yeah. So anyone else have anything to
I have one.
say?
Yeah, I do. I got an opinion about Monica. I think she's very miserable. I don't think that husband she keeps saying is there. You got a day panel and a night panel. They do 3 to 4 hours a day. Will you have time for kids and husbands?
Lord.
I think something going on in their personal life because I'm telling you, it's a lot of little. Oh yeah, I'm here. It's a lot of little wickedness in her little bone. How she disregard her panel, how she disregard her subscribers. That's like rooting for something else personal. Something that's not going on. Maybe she needs to take time out and handle that because it's exuding. Because you have a business, you've been on this platform for a while, you know how it works. What happened? Why so evil to the people that was helping you, the whole panelists? Why would you disregard them? Something not right. That's my opinion. I don't think that husband there.
Yeah. And you did realize that Bishop also made the comment that he was also there. There will be times they were on live for 2 hours, and there were some times they also didn't have content as well. So it was just like it's like what is happening, you know? And that's what I was saying. The whole avatar thing, where it's like it's okay to consider your identity, but I feel like with topics like this, like some of these topics that could destroy families, like the TI situation, the Apple Watch situation, I felt like a lot of damage was done, you know. So to me, it's just a very, very sketchy situation.
But to sit up there with somebody behind the avatar and go with it, and then when you're mad, you talk about her being on behind the avatar, that's dumb because if you're exposing yourself, that's stupid. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna sit here and go in and all these people in my face showing me. That's crazy to me to even agree to something like that. What? But they feel so deeply about
You
it
saying
now.
turn around and talk about it?
Now to be mad about it. Y'all did it for how
They
many
just
months?
wasn't strong.
Yeah, I mean, you
Too long.
go in not knowing who you are dealing with. I mean, for me, I think what I was thinking was that they probably have seen her. That's what I thought initially. They actually saw her face to face, with maybe through Zoom or something. That's what I thought at first, but it seems like no one have seen her. So I just felt there was maybe like the way Skoolboi called her mommy, according to Bishop, he referred to Monica as mommy or whatever. So I just felt like maybe they do have a connection, like they've seen each other, they all do all of these things, but I just don't know how I can personally sit there. Let's say if I did have a panelist and I had a platform like Monica's, I would sit there, hide behind an avatar, and really try to really connect with my panelists. Like, I don't know how I can do that. So it's, to me now, I don't know what's next for them. But again, I do hope that, we do hear something soon. They can, I think her day, I don't think the day, what are the panelists, the day panelists they were on, I don't think that they've been on. So I don't know.
From what I've seen, she hasn't made any new videos. She's hitting her subscriber count because I'm sure she's losing them by the droves at this point. But even though this is a messy situation, I don't think that it's the end of her YouTube career. I think, like I said, I think she's just gonna have to pivot. And at the end of the day, it's those same people that leave. Everybody don't come back, but people do come back. We've seen that with how many times there have been fallout over there on Tasha K's channel. So I'm sure she's calling her, trying to get some tips and pointers. And everybody's gonna move on. And I see people saying that she's supposedly doing a interview with Toxic. If she does the interview, then you'll get about 2 more good days of chatter over it. Then I hope it's done.
I can't wait till this is over. This is just too much.
Yeah, I think that we're all, I think that right now the ball's in Monica's court, and then so forth. We'll just move to our regular programming. Yeah, she'll still be, she'll still have her platform. I think in a month or so, everyone will forget about this, and we'll move on, right? So
not even a month. Somebody gonna do something that's gonna overshadow this. It's just YouTube. Like your life is, if your life is over on YouTube, you really need to reevaluate some things. Just say Monica is cool. Monica gonna be okay. Bishop, all of them gonna be okay. They gonna do what they do. Somebody gonna do something that we gonna forget about it. We gonna stop talking about it, and then everything gonna be back to what it was. They just not gonna be together.
Yeah.
Point.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I really
Thank you
do.
for letting me give my opinion. I just
You're
didn't
welcome.
understand it yesterday, so I
You're
just
welcome. Please do call back more often. Please call back more often.
stop me.
I ain't said nothing.
Love y'all, man. Y'all have a safe one.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.
Thank you for having me on. You know, I love coming over here and giving my opinion, supporting. So y'all in the chat, please remember to subscribe to Sister Talk TV. Everything for them is in the link in the description box. I got you.
Thank you so much, B Stokes. Don't forget to head over to her channel as well. She does have a YouTube channel at B Stokes Styling. Please do go out and also support her as well. So yeah, thank you so much. Always, thank you so much for your love and support. All right, all right. So yeah, so again, thank you all. I think we're rounding up on this programming today, this live. Again, if you are out there, please do hit that like and subscribe button. Again, we are a small YouTuber. Please continue. We do thank you all for your support. We will do this more often. We do other reviews as well. So check us out. Check out our past reviews. And yeah, we'll come on here and do this a little bit more often with you all. Again, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for your love, your support, and those that have called in. Thank you all. We really appreciate it. So we will definitely be heading out as of right now. Thank you all, and we love you all. Hope to see you on our next live. All right. Thank you all. Take care.